Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home. Welcome to my messy kitchen. I'm in here doing some food prep today, and I thought it would be a good time for us to have just a little Q&A. I thought we would start this little series every week. I'll nail down a day and time later where we answer your questions. So you can reach us at brooke@thebutteredhome.com by email. You can also drop your questions in this thread whenever we come live, but I would like to have some questions ahead of time just so that we can have a few things to talk about. If you have a question, you can drop it in the comments as we're live. I should be able to moderate it. We'll see. This is all a little test, right? So I had a question on one of my other platforms. I think it was on New Year's Day whenever I had, or close to it, when I had talked about not making resolutions, right? So resolutions are something that I have always just kind of failed at. So I don't make them anymore. Instead, I'll take one or two little things that are important areas of our lives here, and I'll make a commitment. So resolutions and commitments are two different things. Resolutions are just like I'm going to try, and a commitment is something that I have committed to do. I started this several years ago when I got to thinking about how hard I was on myself whenever I did not stick to my resolutions. So it's all a mind thing, I'm sure. Instead I make commitments. So I am doing a few things. I am reading through the Bible again. I did that year before last, and I started that on the 1st. And I tell you what. So I'm in Job because the thing that I'm reading is chronological, right? So we go from the creation to the flood, and then we go to Job. And honestly, I have felt like, and my mother used to say this, that the closer you get to God, the more jealous the devil gets. And this last week, since I started reading the Bible every day, like I should, all the time, not just when I make a commitment, but the devil has been busy. Yes, he has. He has been busy. So, as usual, that's one more thing Mama was right about. But I promise not to just go on and on. I promise not to. So, like, one of the things that I don't like to see is people like, hey, telling everybody, hey, but hey. So if you tell me good morning. I'm not going to go through and call out people's names or anything like that, because I want this to be meaningful, and I want this to be, something that if you have a question that will help you, chances are it's something that somebody else wants to know too. So one of the commitments that I made, in addition to read my Bible, is how to implement healthier things in our home. And this can be a big thing or it can be a small thing. And today I'm going to talk about my small thing. So if you have been following me for very long, you know that I have a messy kitchen, and I hope you can see my sign up there. I have a messy kitchen, and I am kind of a lazy cook. So if I'm in a hurry and I'm shooting like 4 recipes in a day, like I've got to do today, praying the weather kind of just holds out, it helps me on prep time to buy grated cheese already. And there's lots of research out there about grated cheese. So, I'm trying my hand at grating my own cheese. Now, what does that mean? That means that I can't be in a hurry. That means that I have to come out here and I have to prep just a little bit sooner than I otherwise would. So, like on a Saturday morning, I got up at 5 and started my chores in the house before I came out here at 9 to get started. The weather is iffy right now, so I didn't really want to try to film in case the power went out, and I'd have to start all over. That means double groceries. So I'm doing all my prep work, and hopefully this will kind of blow through, and then I can get started on what I got to do. So I bought this handy dandy grater slicer deal, and it has a suction thingy on the bottom and this nice little wand that has like a tension thing on it, and it sticks to your counter. Now, can I break this loose? Yes. I'm not going to tell you that it stays stuck, because that would be a lie, and I am not a liar. To my fault, I'd probably tell too much truth sometimes. But for the most part, when I'm not doing like really heavy gummy cheeses like I've done today, I've done pepper jack, and pepper jack can be kind of soft, right? It's not a dry cheese. So just know that even though it has this nice little tension arm on here, you can knock it loose, you can. But if you have a nice smooth surface counter, it should not come up. But see, this is not. This is butcher block, so it be having a texture to it. It doesn't get as good of a suction. But probably the thing that I like the best, and I have another one of these that's smaller, so this one has a really large mouth. So when you put that bowl underneath it, it does what it's supposed to. I probably would use a bowl and not a plate, because a plate, it can kind of jump off. But it has this screw-on back for the handle, and the grater itself is pretty large, and the pieces that grate with is 2 of them. So it just attaches really easy. Those pop out really easy, and it's dirty. I don't want to dirty up a dish, so I'm not going to show you how to change it. You just have to trust me on that one. You already know I won't lie to you, because it will come unstuck from your counter. So you just have to trust me. But the grates are nice because they are short on one end and large on the other, so you can clearly see how they go in. They have 2 little feet here that slide in, and then the top pops in place. You have 5 different blades. You have a waffle blade, a waffle fry blade. I think that makes me the happiest, right? You've got julienne, you've got a slicer. So you don't just have to grate here, you can slice too. And each blade has 2 parts, because that wheel is kind of large, right? So this should be linked in my Amazon storefront. If not, when we get done, I'll check, and I'll drop a link in the comments here on our lives, whether it be on YouTube or Facebook. But this may not seem like a lot, right? But it is, because this is a habit that I'm breaking, and I am trying to be more intentional, even down to grating cheese. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot to you, but it is to me, because that makes me slow down, right? So I'm not the best at slowing down. And if you don't believe me, you can ask my children, or you can ask Big D. So something as small as this small little change, intentional change, can make a big change in your life. It can help your blood pressure, it can help your health, it can help overall your spiritual well-being if you just slow down and just take a breath. And also it helps me plan a little more efficiently. So those are my 2 big themes today for you to think about, is think about what kind of commitment you can make to improve several areas in your life, whether it be needing to slow down, needing to take your time, needing just to enjoy being in your kitchen. This is one more thing. It's kind of like manually chopping up vegetables. You know, I like to do that because it forces me to slow down. So I'm gonna check my comments, because they're working. Yay! What am I making this morning? Well, if I told you, then it wouldn't be a surprise. But so I am shooting recipes for next summer, right? And it's a great day, or this coming summer, it's a great day to do that here on January the 10th in the sunny South, as it is like a balmy 75 degrees. So I've got the air conditioner on. Most times whenever I shoot my summer recipes, It's freezing cold outside, and it will be tomorrow if I don't get done today. But today it's hot weather, so I'm not just freezing to death in here. I always work in advance. So if you're new following me, I work full time, and I have been doing this since 2018. I was doing recipe videos when recipe videos were not cool. I was pre-2020. So I'm the OG of recipe videos. If you don't believe me, you can go to my YouTube channel and go all the way back. So, but I do this because I love to cook. I always have. I've been cooking since I was a little kid. And but in order to get out at least 2 new recipes a month, I have to work on the weekends because I work about 40 miles from my home. So I have quite a commute every day, going and coming. Like this time of year, it's dark when I leave, it's dark when I get home. So it's hard to do it out here when it's dark. So Saturdays and Sundays and my off days, I'm here cooking. So I work far in advance, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm actually shooting recipes for July and August. So I can't tell you what I'm making, but I can give you a hint. It's very light, lemony, summer southern flavors, and think crab and shrimp, and think potato salad, think deviled eggs, you know, picnic type food, bright summer flavors. So those are your hints, and you'll just have to wait till July and August to kind of see what I'm doing. And I like doing that. I like, you know, I like it there being an element of surprise. So, well, and Marianne said it's pouring at her house, and she lives about 4 miles from me. It's not raining here, Marianne, if you can believe that. It's coming, like the wind is blowing sideways. All my trees are sideways, but we're keeping an eye on the weather. But we did just want to come live to you, and we would appreciate it if you would share this video, because we're going to try to do this kind of Q&A thing, hopefully every week. So send me your questions. You don't have to ask them on the live feed if it's something, you know, you want to keep private or whatever. I can't think of anything you would need to keep private, but there, you know, some people are funny about things that they don't know how to do in the kitchen. They don't want the world to know it. So we can do that kind of thing. You can send me your questions at brooke@thebutteredhome.com. That's my email address. You can drop me a message here on this feed if you wanted to. But email is going to be your best way to get up with me. And if you wanted to, you could go to our website and you could hit the contact form too. That does the same thing. But so today's theme is to think about what are some small little changes you can do to kind of slow down a little bit, concentrate a little bit, and have a commitment that actually has impact on several areas of your life. So y'all, it has started pouring rain here. So I'm gonna get off here and watch the weather and make sure I don't get blown away. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday, and from all of us here at the Buttered Home,